In 50 years of Tadmor, this ministry has impacted so many people from so many places in their relationships with Christ. We wanted to celebrate the life of this ministry and reminisce on all the ways that God has worked in this place. We wanted to make camp available to ask those who have been a part of its history to join for a celebration of how far we've come and the future we have to look forward to.
My parents were good friends of Everett and Lena Waters, who homesteaded this 160 acres of the 200 acres here. So I spent my boyhood playing on this place from about 1950 on. I had a chance to purchase this place in 1959 for $30,000, the entire place, from my good friends. I was just out of college, didn't have the money to do it, and so a few years later I was invited with my wife to run the crew for the CBA camp, and during that time Harold Westing, who was the director of education for the Baptist convention here, told me they were looking for a place to build a camp. And I said, well, I know where the place is and the Lord doesn't want me to have it, He wants the camp to have it. They soon purchased this for Camp Tadmor after that.
When I was a child in the early 70s, late 60s, I remember the church talking about the property that was becoming available and the possibility of having a camp. I began praying then for camp, and I remember the elders sharing with the map and where it was.
It's been a ministry to a lot of people I know. My three boys have all worked here. We've attended this camp. We've seen it prosper and grow, and I'm so thankful the Lord has it today.
First started coming to Men's Roundup in the late 80s, but also had the privilege of serving on the church board at Gladstone First Baptist, and Dave Fisher was part of the board, and Dave Fisher was instrumental in this camp as he was the architect for most of the buildings at the Forum and Evergreen Lodge, and he was a good architect, but he was also a great man of God. His insight and foresight and ability to pray, just have a vision for the future, was inspiring.
35 years and 26 days ago, 20 yards from where we're standing right now, I started on summer staff here at Tadmor and met Sunshine.
My first time up at Tadmor was in 1985. My parents, Paul and Bridget Abbott, were up here on staff. My mom was already pregnant with me. You can see their picture in the dining room, and I am already there. Connected to Tadmor from the beginning.
I first came when I was a student at Oregon State University. The church I went to in college had a retreat at this place called Tadmor.
And now we're married and 3 kids. That's my best Tadmor story.
When I finally got old enough, my greatest aspiration in life was to be on staff myself. And so in 2002 and 2003, I was on staff with the SWAT team. My camp name was Bells. My second year was when they had the all-girls SWAT team. All the girls moved the grills up to pancake breakfast without any help from any guys.
To see 50 years later that so much has happened, and our son loves to serve here. We're just so thankful for all of the kids that have been able to come here.
Some of the best summers of our life.
That's true.
Really fun to come up here and see all the things that have been added to. I have realized I haven't been up here for 15 years. Gonna make a point to not have it be that long going forward. And of course, excited to continue to support the ministry that they're doing up here.
We are super grateful for everyone who showed up to celebrate with us, as well as all the people who helped to make the event possible. To see everyone and hear their stories was a huge testament to God's goodness and faithfulness to Tadmor over the years. Thank you for joining us for Tadmor's 50th celebration.